Our other big story today, Democratic lawmakers here in Arizona are putting pressure on Governor Doug Ducey to oppose Jim Crow-type suppression laws. But the bill sponsor says he wants to restore faith in our election integrity. Reporter Julia Sandor went to the state capitol to see both sides of this issue.
Several groups in Arizona came together in support of the For the People Act, or S1, that's being put forth in our nation's capital. They're participating in a nationwide democracy week, and the question being asked here in Phoenix is whether these bills are about voter suppression or election integrity.
So, what we're seeing here today is a coalition of groups from all across the state who have one simple message, and that's to tell the Arizona Republican legislature to stop coming after our voting rights.
The Declaration for American Democracy organized a Coast-to-Coast Democracy Week, April 5th through April 9th. The groups who hosted the event at the Capitol are specifically calling on the lawmakers and Governor Doug Ducey to oppose and veto any and all voter suppression laws.
The reality is in 2020, Governor Ducey had the courage to say that our mail-in system worked. He had the courage to say that our elections are free, safe, and secure, and he needs to show that same courage to the Republicans in the legislature this year.
But the Republican sponsor of two of those bills, Senator J.D. Mesnard, says he wants to restore confidence in our election system.
So whether one agrees with their concerns or not, what is undeniable is that a lot of people have lost faith. And I don't believe we can dismiss them. What we need to do is put in place reasonable guardrails that still make us far more flexible, far more generous than almost every other state in the country, because I think that will go a long way to to shoring up their faith in the system.
Some bills that Bolding says are concerning are SB 1713, which requires voter ID for vote by mail, and SB 1106, which is about voter residency.
It's the same arguments we continue to hear, that any attempt to put up guardrails to ensure election integrity is spun as voter suppression, even though when you look at the actual policy of what's in the bill, and I never hear them talk about any specifics at all, I think they make sense to a lot of people, and it's not anything unreasonable.
The U.S. Congress is also taking up the issue of election security and preventing voter suppression. That bill was created to expand access to ballot boxes, reduce big money influences in politics, strengthen ethics rules for government officials, and implement anti-corruption measures. Today's event here in Phoenix was held during congressional recess, so the organizations are hoping to continue to get support from our representatives in Washington while they're here in the state. In the studio, Julia Sandor, Cronkite News.